Green light, green light. Go, go, go. green light. Go, go, go.
Hello, and welcome to the Olympus Racing League. Oh, and I lost connection. Alright, I'll join real quickly. Should have time here. Yup, that was actually a lot faster than I thought it would take. Alright, this is the 4th race in the series. We're headed to the Nürburgring. Hopefully this can load back relatively quickly. Reconnect. Broadcasting. Drive, of course. Okay, so our starting lineup is Thierfelt from Suski, from Toma, from Johnson, from Einerson, from Espinoza, from Hernandez, from Multitool, from Kraft, from Skarda, from Morton, from Welninski, to Wrench. Hopefully I pronounced all of those right. Hopefully. It was actually a pretty close qualifying, with Suski just losing out on pole by 1/100th of a second. Just pretty crazy. Top of the field is pretty close. Audi Sport actually is leading the team championship so far with 100 points. 25 more than the White Stallions of Lamborghini. And I believe they're placed 1st and 4th. So they have a really good chance of getting some big points here. Suski's going to look for a lead. Only biggest surprise to me is there's only one Nissan on the field today, on the starting grid. And the cars have disappeared, seemingly whisked off to a different dimension. Because I lost connection again. Wow. It seems like the race start seems to be the most janky when it comes to connection. Because free practice and qualifying was pretty good on the connection front. That's crazy. Alright, reconnect. Broadcasting. Focus on someone. Oh, gotta drive. Did I lose connection already? I just joined. I lost connection. What is this? Alright. Attempt number 5, I believe this is. Hopefully I can join here. Searching servers. Uh-oh. It is taking longer than I wanted to. No servers in my region. That's weird. Processing servers. There we go. Huh. Refresh list. League practice is not showing up, which is not great. Oh, there it is. Let me join. Please. Alright, it looks like it's loading up right about now. Okay, there we go. Joined just on the warm-up lap, too. Wow, that's great. That is amazing. Lost connection again. How does that happen? I don't think it's an internet problem because even if I just look at the YouTube stream, it says I have excellent connection. I don't know if Assetto Corsa, I don't know, Kunos, I guess it is. I forgot about American servers or something, but I don't know. Okay, it seems like we should be good here. Hopefully. Connect. Broadcasting. Helicam. Ooh. Ooh, look at me go. Look at me go. Connecting to the server. Would you look at that? Drivers just warming up their tires here. See what part of the track we're on. I don't really know any of the corner names, so I'm probably just gonna say like T1, T2, like, oh look, there's T13 or whatever. Or just keep it on Helicam for the warm-up lap. We should be coming in a double file pretty soon here. Alrighty. Yep, here we go. They're loading up double file. I think this could be a pretty good race. Nürburgring has a whole lot of overtaking opportunities here. Need some of the people closer to the middle of the pack, like Anderson or Hernandez, and maybe, or even Multitool. I feel like they could advance some places, especially in this race start here. We'll see how this race start plays out. The track looks to be pretty rubbered in. It's either fast or optimum right now. It looks to be closer to the optimum side of things. Alright, and so away they go. Theofeld looks to get a good start. Ooh, Multitool getting a good start, making up a whole lot of places here. Into turn one. It looks like it could be 3 wide. Oh, nope, that's just my connection. Yay. Wow, what a race. The cars flew. Wow. See if I can join back in. I have 177 milliseconds of ping. Which, I mean, for this game isn't too bad, I don't think. Hopefully it does let me join though. Please. Green, green, green. Alright. It looks like we are back here. Put it on auto. Let me put it on Helicam. Broadcasting. Okay, so the top 3 are actually pretty close. Tierfeld is... Wait, who's number 1? Oh, positions are changing quite rapidly. Oh, wow, that's a big spin. Who is that? That's Toma and that's Susky. Toma gets spun out. Susky continues on. It's now Multitool right behind Susky. Theofeld is loving this right now. He's got a 4-second lead already. Multitool looks to try something here. Right up on his tail. This is for second place. Maybe into here? Ooh, he does. He goes for the dive. Does he make the move? He does make the move. Can Susky get him back, though? It looks like if he wants to, it's going to be a little while. What a great move by Multitool. Anderson, Susky, Hernandez, Espinoza, Multitool. It's a 5-car, not pile up, but it's a 5-car pack. All within about 2 seconds of each other. Into turn 1. Seems like most of the cars don't have that much damage. So it's Tierfeld from Multitool. Ooh, Multitool and Susky. Susky looking to get back that place he lost on Multitool. You are very close here. I think Anderson's close to the both of them as well. Into this first sector. It looks to be a whole lot of overtaking opportunities here. Siski's playing it kind of safe here. Good thing too, because it's a 6/10 gap. It's a lot of space between these two. Tierfelt has got 6.6 seconds to the nearest to multi-tool, so he's loving this right now. Tierfelt just needs a clean race. Ooh, Hernandez looking for the move on Anderson. It looks like he gets it. Hernandez into 5th place. Can he keep the move though? It looks like he can. Ooh, never mind. Anderson looks pretty racy here. Whole lot of close battles in these opening laps. First 5 minutes and there have already been so many positions changed. Anderson looks for it. Does he get it? Ooh, it's side by side into the chicane. Ooh, still alongside. Leaving the space. Hernandez is leaving the space. Can Anderson get it? Hernandez up the inside here. Onto the main straight. It looks like Hernandez is keeping on. But for how long? Yup. Anderson is getting the slipstream. Espinoza also getting the slipstream as well. Into T1. Ooh. Leaving the space. Ooh, a little shove here. Anderson looks to get the move off. Espinoza looking to capitalize on this fighting. Gaps are starting to form. Look at Espinoza's on board. Yeah, this is a really tight group here. And just behind them, Morton and Kraft are also really tight. Whole lot of racing here. Ooh, Suski and Multitool looking to continue their battle. Uh-oh, game froze. Don't crash. Please. Not responding. That's great. That's great. Okay, there we go. Oh, did I accidentally click replay? I think I did. Whoops. Yeah, that would explain. They're still neck and neck though. Even after that. Wait. Wait, is that the replay button? Whoops. I think that might be the replay button. I was trying to switch the cameras, but it looks like for some reason it wants me to play the replay. It is a very close pack here, though. To the exception of Thierfeld, who's about 6 seconds up. Ooh, Suski alongside Multitool here. Onto the main straight. Suski looks to get the move done. They're side by side. Neither player getting slipstream. It's going to be tight into turn 1. Suski does have the inside, though. Looks like Suski gets the move done. Multitool leaving the space. Smart move by Multitool, I believe. But he's not going to be looking to stay behind him for that much longer. Suski trying to get as far ahead as possible. Why is that? Why is it getting the replay? I mean, I guess it was a pretty cool thing, but I don't know why. Did not click the replay button. Let me try autopilot. Ooh, who is this now? Skarda? Skarda and Wrench, I believe. They're being pretty racy. This is for P10 actually. Or P11. Wrench backing off slightly here. They are really close to each other. A lot of close battles here. Suski has gained about a second on Multitool. Anderson about a second on Hernandez. 0.8 of a second to be exact. Hernandez, Espinoza, about 2 seconds behind the both of them. Wrench, half a second behind Skarda. Wrench has plenty of overtaking opportunities here. Yeah, Wrench is going to want to move it. Both Wrench and Scott are going to want to move up the order as fast as possible. Ooh, Morton and Johnson battling it out here. Into the chicane. Doesn't try for a move. Smart choice. I believe he was a bit too far back there. Let's see what Johnson can do into this main straight. He should be getting slipstream here. We might see some overtakes in the T1. Ooh, looks like the gap is slowly increasing, but not by enough. Morton will have the position in the T1. Ooh, Anderson and Hernandez battling it out, though. Hernandez right on his tail, getting slipstream, but it is, I believe we're just about to start Sector 2. Oh, that's a bump. Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez bumps Anderson off. Eric goes off the track. He does rejoin ahead of him, though. Espinoza looking to capitalize, maybe. They might have damage. They might have damage here, folks. Kraft, Eric's teammate, also joining this party as well. What was that? But Espinoza looked to get a little frisky there. Hernandez and Anderson are somehow still close after that shunt. It looks like none of them have any significant damage here. So once again, it is Thierfeld from Suski, from Multitool, from Anderson, from Hernandez, from Espinoza, from Kraft, from Morton, from Johnson, from Skarda, from Wrench, from Walensky, from Toma. Ooh, what happened with Toma? Last time I saw, he was battling with one of the stallions. Maybe he got off the track somewhere. May have to look at that after the race. To the chicane goes Skarda and Wrench. And into the bin goes My Connection. That's great. Wow. Connection gone. Yay. I don't know if it will cause a lag spike if I rejoin. I don't think it will. Hopefully it doesn't. Can't find the server, it says. That doesn't seem too good. Come on, Ben, get out of last. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, my connection should be fine. Don't know why it's not. Okay. Let me try and give you guys the rest of this race. Hopefully. Hopefully. I am connecting right now. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright. Let me turn on broadcasting mode. Tone doesn't seem to have too many people near him. Anderson and Hernandez still looking frisky. This group of Anderson, Hernandez, and Espinoza have been close together since the beginning of the race, I believe. Suski and seems like the gap is between Suski and Multitool is actually gaining. I believe that's T1 they're headed into now. No positions changed. Just a huge train. Looks like they might be catching up to Multitool soon. This is a really close, actually. A whole lot of following. The gap is actually increasing slightly on those straights. Seems like that's where the Ferrari shines comparatively to their McLaren. Hopefully the McLaren can make it up through some of these corners though. I don't know these turn names. Probably should learn them. Ooh, Kraft's joining this train as well. 4-car train. Mostly Ferraris, but there is one McLaren. Looking to keep his position. Kraft inches ever closer to the rest of them. Ooh, going wide is Espinoza. Kraft's looking to capitalize here. They are losing ground. Gap from Fernandez to Espinoza over a second now. But I don't think Hernandez is worried about that too much. He's trying to catch up to Einerson. 7/10 of a second gap here. Into the chicane goes the 4. Now onto the straight. Hernandez should have slipstream if he plays his cards right. Ooh, the gap did increase out of that final corner. I don't think it's going to be enough slipstream though. It looks like Espinoza and Kraft might lose them here. I believe Espinoza might have been just out of slipstream range, but into turn 1, they do make up that deficit quite a lot. Einerson goes wide. And so I believe that was turn 3. Uh-oh. The McLaren of Hernandez looking a little frisky here. Kraft right on Espinoza's tail. And Hernandez right on Einerson's. Einerson increasing the gap to just about 1 second there. Seems to be hovering around 0.8, 0.9. Gap between Espinoza and Kraft just over half a second. Kraft going wide. Giving Espinoza a little bit of breathing space here. Espinoza slowly but surely decreasing the gap to Hernandez. Ooh, side by side goes Hernandez and Einerson onto this back straight. Hernandez can't get the move done, but can he get it done through here? Goes up the inside. Einerson has the inside for this turn though. And it looks like the position might stay the same here. Hernandez might try something though on this long straight. As they head into the chicane, will Hernandez try something? Ooh, it doesn't look like he will. Einerson keeping the position. Maybe he's going to try on the main straight. As they enter the pit straight, it is very close between the 3 of these, with Kraft just behind. Just a slipstream trail here. Slipstream doesn't look to be doing too much though. Ooh, position and time is being gained though. Into the first turn. The Ferrari goes defensive. Espinoza does go wide there. Into turn 2, Hernandez is looking pretty racy. Might have been a little tap there, I didn't see. This is a very racy bunch. They are making a Ferrari sandwich right now. Hernandez getting ever so closer. That gap is just ebbing and flowing. Goes from 0.2 to 0.8 to 0.7. And Hernandez, ooh, actually, Kraft has overtaken Espinoza. By the looks of things, I did not see that. I think there might have been some action. You know what? I might actually get a replay on that. I know the game's going to freeze for just a little bit here. Hopefully it doesn't freeze for too much so I can get this to replay. Please? Okay, there we go. What happened with Kraft and Espinoza here? Oh, Espinoza just got a little touch of the dirt. I think Kraft's been behind him for a while though. Huh. It is still really close though. Yeah, Espinoza just made a little mistake. Oh, Crafts spins out. And he spins again. Espinoza might get his position back. Almost was a crash there. Oh, that's got to be heartbreaking for Kraft. Just one spin in a train like that. And there's so many position loss. Anderson and Hernandez are still pretty close. Espinoza, though, has lost a lot of time. Now the next closest is Kraft Skarda for position 8. Hernandez looking really racy. Anderson with impeccable defense. He just cannot get through that fortress. It must be heartbreaking for those two. For Hernandez and I believe that was Espinoza and Kraft. Kraft goes from P6 to P8. Espinoza with a 5-second gap, just about. Looks to be lowering quite a bit though. Espinoza, I believe, does have the pace to catch up to them. But only... Oh, and Hernandez with a spin. Hernandez. And Espinoza with a spin as well. Hernandez and Espinoza falling closely behind Anderson for so much of this race. And that is a heartbreaking spin. Johnson gets past Espinoza here for P6, I believe. And Anderson will be breathing a sigh of relief as the race leader, Thierfelt, goes into the pits. Did he have a pen? Oh, no, he's going into the pits. Yup. It looks like Suzuki might take the lead here. But the net lead still belongs to Thierfelt. He's making quite an early stop, actually. I wonder if he has damage or something. Oh, but that's got to be heartbreaking. Johnson and Espinoza looking kind of racy here. With Hernandez ahead. To his credit, Hernandez did not lose that much time. You would think he would lose a whole lot more time than that. Espinoza slowly losing on Johnson, I believe. Or rather, the other way around. Espinoza getting closer through this sector 1. A lot of turns. A lot of tight turns. Yep. Suzuki takes the temporary race lead. With Multi-Tool in second. Thierfelt, after that pit stop, rejoins in 3rd place. It'll be interesting to see who pits. It looks like Welninski is pitting, actually. Welninski might be out. Yeah, I believe Welninski is out of this race. Heartbreaking for Ben. Still close. 1.6 seconds between Johnson and Espinoza. Espinoza is lapping quite a bit slower than Johnson, though. Just based on their best and last times. Still in the 150, though. Which is good. Ooh, Johnson catching up to, I believe that's Hernandez. And Espinoza catching up to Johnson as well. I wouldn't say catching up, but still within 2 seconds, just about. Keep in mind, we still have way over half of this race to go. Could be a lot that still happens. Looks like Johnson lost a little bit of time through that turn 1, giving Espinoza the ability to capitalize. Skarda going into the pits. As Morton goes into 9th place, 8th place actually. Wrench and Thierfelt. Thierfelt in 11th place. Looks like that pit stop was not too kind to him. That early pit stop. Behind Wrench now. Thierfelt did have the lead of this race. Started on pole. But he has already made this pit stop. That is a big thing to consider. Now he just needs fast laps here. Coming up on Wrench. Can Wrench defend this? It's going to be close. Up the inside goes Thierfelt. Wrench leading the space. Gets the Wrench does get the inside to the second half of the chicane, but Thierfelt is already way too far ahead of him. Thierfelt does get the position into, I believe that is P10. Scarda in the pits. Morton a good 2 seconds ahead of those two fighting though. However, that gap is slowly decreasing. Many people electing to go for the early stop here. I wonder how many people are looking to go for the overcut though. Ooh, Thierfelt already on Morton. Thierfelt just has some insane pace. Some of these back markers might not have. Morton into the sand there. Thierfelt looking to go alongside him. He does. Thierfelt does go past pretty cleanly into the chicane. To the final chicane. Wrench is still in that pack though. Wrench might even get a position on Morton here. Kraft is in the pits. Thierfelt should gain another position here. Espinoza goes onto the AstroTurf. Johnson's actually not that far ahead of Espinoza. Thought it would be a bit farther. Hernandez somehow keeping that P4. Hernandez actually didn't lose too many positions. That spin was pretty crazy. Could have gotten into P3, I believe. I do not know if Multitool has made a stop. I don't believe so. Morton and Wrench getting racy. For P9. For some reason the stream is being weird. The stream is being weird. I just saw that. Huh. Let me try turning it to display capture. And Crap does have a stop and go for 30 seconds. There we go. That fixed the problem. Sorry about that. At least that should have. Hopefully that did. I don't know if it did. I don't think it did. Window capture. Okay, I believe it's still working. Yup. Okay, there we go. Morton and Wrench still close behind. Still close together here. As Hernandez and Johnson, there's only about a 2-second gap between those two. Thierfelt might not be liking his position here. He just needs really fast laps. And he is getting really fast laps, actually. He's lapping in the 55.6s consistently. I believe if he keeps this up, he'll have a net first place. Keep in mind, the top three still have to make their stops. I believe Hernandez does as well. Kraft does get a stop and go, though. I believe that is for track limits. Ooh, Hernandez and Johnson. There's only a 1-second gap. The McLaren and the Lamborghini. Team McLaren and the White Stallions. into the final chicane. I don't think Johnson's going to try anything here. He might go for turn 1. Maybe even turn 3. Oh, Hernandez actually going into the pits here. Not looking to fight him. Johnson will take that. Johnson still has to make a stop, though. Johnson lapping in the 57th. It seems like most people are lapping within the 56s to the 2 minutes, just about. And they're still in the pits. Johnson's going to be looking for Einerson. There's a 5-second gap there. Thierfeld. Looks like Morton and Wrench are close together, with Thierfeld just a little bit far ahead. It's a BMW versus a Porsche. Morton will be looking to... Actually, Morton might not be wanting to defend too much here, because that will lose him time. Looks like this race is starting to settle down a little bit. Siski still in the lead here, though. 10-second gap to Multitool. The track looks to be pretty fast here. You might see the best lap times out of these drivers.
We are at the halfway mark, still a long way to go.
As the race engineer just said, we are at the halfway mark now. Einerson now making his stop. At exactly the halfway mark, too. Looks like Siski and Multitool are either pitting this lap or they're going for the overcut. Morton and Wrench get eerily close. Wonder which one of them is going to pit first. Their tires look to be getting a whole lot slower. Wrench looking for the inside. Morton leaving the space. Wrench following really closely behind here. Less than a car length separates these two. Morton going wide. Wrench going up the inside. Does Wrench get the move done? Morton does get the inside for this turn, though. Wrench leaves the space, but Wrench does get the move done, it looks like. Morton's still on his tail, though. I wonder if Wrench is going to pit now that he's got the move done. Morton going a little bit wide, picking up some marbles. It's not going to be good for him, as Wrench does get 7/10 of a gap. Ooh, that gap is quickly coming down, though. These races are pretty close. Johnson in the pits as well. Johnson just coming in for his stop. Now is Siski coming in for his stop, or is he going for the overcut? It looks like both Siski and Multitool are going for some overcuts here. Wrench and Morton into P6 and P7, but they still haven't stopped yet. They have Einerson, Hernandez, Scarter, and Kraft behind them, who were in earlier positions. Wrench is going for to the pits. Morton seems to be staying out. This is interesting. Wrench going for the undercut on Morton. Overcut on everyone else, though. Except for maybe Suski, who just elects to stay out for one more lap, at least. Suski with a 7-second gap to Multi-Tool, turning into 8 seconds and rising. Multi-Tool with a 10-second gap on Johnson, who was in the pits. Espinoza and Thierfeld are actually pretty close. 1.5 seconds. Now 2 seconds separates these two. Oh, am I lagging? Please don't tell me I'm lagging. I think Espinoza just lagged out. Yeah, I believe Espinoza was lagged out of this race. That must be heartbreaking for him. I don't think that was me, because I can't select him. Yep, I'm sorry to say that Espinoza, that must be heartbreaking for him. Wow. He was in P3 as well. And he just flies off into the sunset. Wrench on his outlap. Come on, Hernandez, make up for... Stream is fine, guy like that. Okay, good. Make up for his fuck-ups. Yup. Hernandez with a spin in the first 15 minutes. He is making some good pace, though. Lapping in the 58s, 57s. Suski out of the pits now. Looks like he still has the race lead, though. I don't know if my stream thing is just wrong. Oh no, it looks like... Okay, so the overall looks P1. But the bottom right looks P2. I'm getting mixed signals here. What's up, Pika? Alright, looks like it still is Suski from Multi-Tool. Or is it not? Oh, Thierfeld looks to be in the race lead. Thierfeld from Suski from Multi-Tool. Looks like it did not change all that much, huh? So, Suski tried to get the overcut on Multi-Tool, on Thierfeld. Didn't look like it worked, though. I mean, the gap is not that big, though. It's around the same as it was before. Which is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Completely different strategies from everybody. You're retiring after today? Aw. Hey, that's why you gotta get better for next season, though. I mean, I was never able to make it. I always was able to join in just like right after the race. So I started commentating. I think Kraft might be getting blue flagged here. I don't know who's behind him. Or I guess ahead of him now. That might have been Wrench. No, I don't think it was Wrench. Suski, and I believe that is Suski and Kraft. That's Suski who's right ahead of Kraft. Looks to be pretty close between those two. I believe Kraft... Yeah, Kraft did just get lapped by Suski, though. Which means Thierfeld probably lapped Kraft in the pits. This is Toma and Morton, the two Porsches on the same team. Let's see what they like to do here. I don't think they want to do too much fighting. It's just Pro-Am, Pika. Yeah, it's just Pro-Am this week. If it was an amateur league, I would probably join that. Suski and Kraft. Kraft is still somewhat on Suski's tail, though. Not losing too much time. Although he is being lapped. Now Morton and Toma. Two Porsches traveling in a train. Toma does get the slipstream of Morton. Morton goes wide, collects some bubbles. I believe he's letting Toma go. Yep, I believe he is. Toma ahead of Morton now. Morton picking up that slipstream. Entering the final third of this race, we have Thierfelt from Suski, from Multitool, from Morton, from Toma, from Einerson, from Hernandez, from Johnson, from Skarda, from Wrench, from Kraft. To think that Wrench and Morton were having a pretty close battle not that long ago. I believe this might be me lagging now. Yup, that's just stream lagging. That's amazing. Wow. I was able to stay in midfield last season, but this season I can barely keep up with the back markers. Yeah, maybe it's like a combination of more people joining who are like robots, or the people from last season just like grinding this game. Might be a combination of the two of them. Let's see if I can join back here though. I am currently fetching the server list. I don't get why I disconnect so much, because my internet is perfectly fine. Like for instance, I'm getting excellent connection on the YouTube.
Green light, go, go, go.
And my ping isn't too bad. So I don't know how the disconnection thing works. Morton is in the pits. Oh, Morton hadn't pit yet. So it looks like maybe Wrench did get the undercut. Now Kraft letting Multitool by. He was getting lapped. Multitool, the sole Nissan on this field. Okay. Yeah, so there looks to be a lot more people getting blue flagged in this final third. Don't you wish the entire race was just like the first 10 minutes? Because those always seem to be the tightest. All it takes is just one spin and then the whole pack gets scattered. Like we saw Hernandez and Espinosa spin on the same corner. And then since then they haven't gotten nearly as close. They're on like third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Big trains like that. It looks like the White Stallions, after this race, they might come ahead in the league standings. Because right now, the only Audi who is ahead with 100 points is Suski, and he's getting P2. Thierfelt and Johnson are on the same Lamborghini team. They need 25 points to catch up. And they are now in first and seventh. Thierfelt just doing what he likes here. Realistically, he just needs to lap. He just needs to preserve the car for this final bit. If I look at basic HUD, he's 17 seconds behind second place. I mean, in front of, sorry. Siski with an 11-second gap as well. These gaps are getting quite large. Ninth place might be getting latched by Thierfelt soon, though. I doubt they will, but if Wrench does hold up Thierfelt, this could close up this race quite a bit. Pretty sure that might be illegal because he would get blue flagged. I believe the closest gap we have right now is Einerson and Hernandez, which is about 5 seconds. Which is funny because in the first part of the race. In the first third, Anderson and Hernandez were 0.5 of a second behind. You were the spin master. Pika was basically a Beyblade on the track. We did start with 13 players, but I believe it was Espinoza and Molinsky. Molinsky heading into the pits, and that was the last we ever saw of him. It sounds so much more dramatic. And then Espinoza went went into space somewhere. I believe his connection was faulty. I mean, to his credit, it was better than the stream's connection, apparently. If he lasted that long. He was in a really good position, though, too. He was in third place. It seems like this top three of Thierfeld, Suski, and Multitool seems to be consistently at the top level. Because the past couple of races, it's always been them in at least like the top 5, top 6. Okay, so this is Pro-Am. Those guys would be the pros. Still putting in reasonably fast laps as well. Putting in 55s, 56s. And I'm lagging. That's great. Just want it to last till the end of the race, please. Please, por favor. My stream health is excellent. Please, let me join. Let me join the club. Alright, there we go. I mean, we can just look at this. 11 seconds. Oh, no, it's not showing. Yeah, Thierfeld looks to be lapping. First place looks to be lapping second place. Uh-oh. Let's try and take a look at that. Oh, no, nope. I thought first place was about to lap second place, but that does not look to be the case. Okay, let's ride onboard for a lap with a race leader, actually. I mean, Thierfeld's last lap was in the 55s. Some people's, best lap was in the 55s. His last lap was in the 56s. Some people's best laps don't even come to that, so. Hernandez really wants to get back closer to Einerson, but it might happen. It doesn't look like it though. The past almost 10 minutes, they've had almost the exact same gap. Pretty crazy. Kraft in the pits. Did he not pit earlier? Looks like he hadn't. And so I crashed my pickup a solid 11th place. Morton in 10th. Was in 4th at one point. Let's look where his teammate is, Toma. Toma running pretty happily in P4. The Porsche, I think, being a surprise in this race. When if we looked at just the first third, you would think that Anderson and Hernandez would get that position. And Toma just did a 156.1. Pretty fast lap. Actually faster than second and third place's last laps. But alas, I don't think he has the time to catch up to those guys. But yeah, Sportive Motorsport punching above their weight here. Took the Stallions and Audi. So Lamborghini and Audi. Let me bring up the standings here if I can. Yeah, a whole lot of people did not show up for this race actually. Yeah, Audi Sport in first with 100 points. Then the Stallions. Then Scuderia Nissan. I'm technically supposed to be a part of, but I had to commentate. None of Scuderia Nissan was here though. Team Rolex did have Multitool here. He's running in a nice third place. TFL looking to lap Scarda. About a second behind of him. Scarda looking to get by. TFL looking to get by as easily as possible. Scarda does go wide, collects some marbles. TFL laps another one. It's now, I believe that's 4 cars lapped. I think I got my math right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now Siski looking to lap Kraft as well. I believe Siski did get that done. Yeah, this race looks to be pretty much in the bag for Thierfelt, Siski, and Multitool. Only thing that can stop them now is a big spin. Or flying. Flying can also stop them. Gonna have to rejoin. Hold on. Thought I had lagged out for a second. Oh, Morton does go wide. Morton goes pretty wide there. Wrench does catch up a little bit. Hernandez gaining on Einerson, but I fear it's too little too late. Oh yeah, the gap is increasing again. Based on what we saw in the first part of the race, it looks like the Ferrari has way more legs on the McLaren in the straight lines, but in the corners, McLaren does have the upper advantage. Everybody seems to be in their own little island here, though. Oh, okay. Hernandez and Johnson are actually pretty close. 1.5 seconds separate the two, and this is actually for a position. No one's getting lapped. Johnson looks to be out of slipstream range though for this long back straight. He would have loved that. Into the chicane now. It looks like we might only have 1 or 2 more laps left. Doesn't look like that'll be enough laps to get a move done. All right, and Thierfeld is on his final lap of the race. Looks like he'll come home a comfortable race winner at the Nürburgring. I mean, he really did put in a really great performance. He didn't have any like tight wheel-to-wheel racing. He didn't have any of the, like, an amazing strategy. He just had in good, consistent, fast laps. That might be the key to winning. I mean, if you look, his best lap is a 1:55.4, and his latest lap with a whole lot of tire degradation, probably the most tire degradation he's had the whole race, is 1:55.7. We look now to Morton. Toma looking to lap Morton, actually. That's P4 looking to lap P10. Yeah, so one thing that is consistent between the top 3 is it looks like no matter their tire degradation, they all lap pretty consistently. Like there's only 3, 4, 5 tenths difference. Just putting in those consistent laps will be the key to winning. But yeah, no, Thierfeld, Suzuki did have some good overtakes in the beginning. And then, as I said, consistent laps. And Thierfeld takes the checkered flag. Thierfeld in P1, that's a big win for the Stallions. I'm pretty sure the Lamborghini factory in Italy will be pleased with that. And then Audi with a great P2 finish as well. Audi looking to extend their lead here, of course. And what a great finish to do it with. Suzuki would have wanted first place, but he'll be more than happy with that result. Multi-Tool in third place. I believe this is his second race or maybe third race. I don't know, in a row where he's gotten third place. Getting my numbers mixed up. Still an amazing result for Multi-Tool. And tell me, the two Porsches, I should say, riding together on this final lap. Synchronized swimming. Should I say synchronized riding? They cross the finish line. Side by side, Toma and Morton. Then Einerson crosses. And there's the race, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Yeah, that was a really good race. You guys enjoyed that one? That was 31 laps, or just over 1 hour of the Nürburgring. Next week, I believe it is Zandvoort. Same time, same place. Zandvoort is a tighter track than the Nürburgring. A lot less straights. I actually don't know too much about Zandvoort, to be honest. I don't think I've ever done an online race there. Yeah, no, that's it from me. I'll see y'all next week, hopefully.